Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out up top to the left side. Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath. Then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Monday evening from Northern Cast. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show where today you have A meeting B. That's the A of Northern Cast at 1-1 on this season against the B of the Cardinals of Langdon area Edmore Munich at 2-0 on the year. Langdon area Edmore Munich head coach by Tanner Groth, while for Northern Cast under the guidance of head coach Bryce Laxdal. Northern Cast coming in off a win against North Border on Saturday, 64-44 on Tuesday. They lost last week at Grafton in their season opener, 74-49. While for the Cardinals, a win against Warwick, 61-60 to open up their campaign. Their last game out on Friday, a 19-point win against the Thunder of Hatton Northwood, 59-40. The Cardinals head coach by Tanner Groth in Division B, or what was formerly known as Class B, Region 2, District 3. Their District 3 opener will be at Cavalier after the first of the year. Well, for Northern Cast, 2-0 again in Class A and Region 1 as they square off with the Tornadoes coming up on Thursday. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll get to our coaches' conversation around the corner. But first, we'll let you know the latest Class B or Division B and Division A rankings, some out-of-town scores to keep note of, that and more still to come on our Irie Insurance pregame show.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsborough, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Northern Cast School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cast will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cast is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncastschool.org. That's northerncastschool.org. As we return here to our Irie Insurance pregame show, the latest rankings are out. In the A rankings, Devils Lake is number 1 on the boys side, receiving 20 of the 21 first-place votes. The Kindred Vikings at number 2, followed by Grafton 3, Central Cass 4, and Beulah at number 5, receiving votes of Thompson, Delax, Burlington, and Shiloh Christian. The Central Cass Squirrels making their way down to Lemoore here for a contest with the Lobos of Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion. Also, another note out there, Beulah going up against Wilton and Wing for some of the top 5 matchups here today. For Langdon area, Edmore, Munich, they're in the latest B division ranking at number 8. In front of them, Bowman County number 5 receiving 15 first place votes. North Star at number 2 receiving 4 first place votes. Then Sargent County at number 3 receiving 2 first place votes. So the Division 3 district, Division B District 3 is going to be well contended here this season, having 2 and number 8 right now. Then Cavalier
receiving votes. Bishop right at number 4 with Edgley Column-Montpelier at number 5. Then in the top 10, again, Langdon is number 8, followed by Cavalier in the receiving votes section. That, again, is the latest Class B rankings. In District 3 in the B Division this season, Cavalier, North Star, Parker, Fordville, Lincoln, North Prairie, Midway, Minto, all in that district, alongside with North Border, Langdon area, Edmore, Munich, St. John, and Drayton Valley, Edinburgh for Northern Cass. They're getting 3 consecutive games against that district, defeating North Border on Saturday, and then they host Cavalier upcoming on Thursday. While for Northern Cass, seeing what the Division A Region 1 looks like, Northern Cass, Central Cass, Kindred, and 2 and 4 in the latest polls, with the Squirrels and the Vikings, Oak Grove, Valley City, Wahpeton, and Lisbon. That makes up, again, Region 1 in the A Division here this season. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll hear from the head coach of the Cardinals. That is Tanner Groth. Also, we'll hear from Bryce Laxdal, all ahead of the starting lineups and the opening tip today from Northern Cass. It's Northern Cass at 1-1 on the season, going up against the 2-0 Cardinals of Langdon area and more Munich. We're back with our coaches' conversation. That's next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Ryder Burris. I'm confident on the ice. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
On our IRA Insurance pregame show here today, it's part of our Coach's Corner conversation as the Cardinals of Langdon area and more Munich come into town going up against the Northern Cass Jaguars. Joined us now from Langdon area and more Munich. That again is Tanner Groth. And Tanner, 2 games in, 2 wins. You got to like the product obviously there with the results. And game number 3 tonight here against Northern Cass. What have you liked from your squad so far early on this season here, Coach?
Yeah, it's been a positive start for us. You know, starting 2-0 is always a goal for us to kind of start strong. But offensively, I'm really impressed with where we're sitting right now. You know, a couple guys scoring double figures each games, and you know, kind of balanced scoring, which we've struggled with in the past, so that's kind of been a positive note. And then defensively, you know, the pressure's been there for us, and we've kind of utilized that to make some easy buckets on the other side of the court.
As you go up against Northern Cass early week, kind of before the holiday break coming up here on a Monday, what's going to present a challenge against a team that used to be, you know, in Class B, but now in that middle class as you guys are still in B yourselves?
Yeah, they're a talented bunch. I mean, long, athletic. You know, they like to get up and down and run the court, shoot the 3-ball pretty well. I mean, they're a tough matchup, but, you know, we saw them last year. We kind of know what to expect with them. I'm seeing them on film this year, so I think it should be a good game for us. But, I mean, it is a very tough matchup in my opinion. As you we were talking before the interview here, you know, Levi Swanson, a sophomore guard off the bench, has provided some nice minutes for you. What have you liked most about Levi's performance here early on in the year? He usually starts out pretty rough, like I said. You know, in that first first quarter, and then he kind of gets his head straight. But when it matters, he kind of steps up. He's hit some big shots for us. He hit the game winner down in Warwick for us. He's had about 10 points in third and fourth quarter the last 2 games. He's just that energizer bunny for us.
On your side of the floor, what's one thing you want to see from your team? Win, lose, or draw. It's a non-region game, still early. Maybe tweaking some things here, Tanner. But what do you want to see from your team, regardless of the outcome here tonight?
I'd like to see us get to the free throw line a little better. I thought against Hatton on Friday, we kind of lacked, only got there 10 times. I don't think that's a large enough number for us. I think we need to bump that up, and I think we'll be in a good position if we can do that.
Final thing for you, Tanner, I've kind of been asking coaches just your early thoughts on the 3-class or now 3-division system in basketball. Just from a Langdon point of view, what do you think about it moving forward here for the first year of the 3-class system?
I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm sure there's some tweaks that'll be made down the road, but it gives everybody an opportunity to compete at probably the level they belong at the times, and then teams will move around here or there as things go on. But I think at the end of the day, it'll be a positive for just about everybody.
Tanner, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here today and throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Again, Tanner Groth, head coach for the Cardinals, will continue on our pregame show after this from Northern Cass.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
Head to rjbroadcasting.com and get your free copy, The Digital Sports Guide. It's the winter sports guide for R&J Sports, and it's free, it's digital, and it's available on rjbroadcasting.com. The cover's blue, it's got great photos on it, and it's easy for you to download. Simply go to rjbroadcasting.com, click on the winter sports guide, or scan the QR code if you see it on the flyer or on our social media pages or on the screens. It's the winter sports guide, R&J Sports 2023-24, available now, rjbroadcasting.com.
And a win and a loss going up against Grafton, then a really nice, particularly that second
thing, especially on the defensive end. In rebounding, I thought was a lot better. Of course, North Border doesn't quite have the size that Grafton possesses, but I still thought we did a lot of the little things a lot better against North Border. And we'll kind of see how tonight goes, because Langdon is kind of similar to Grafton in their size and how physical they are. And we're going to have to match that physicalness. And I'm excited to see our guys can come out and compete against that.
Yeah, against Langdon. There's some players on the football team that made it to the semis, the Warleys, the Kingsets, the Ambles of the world that a lot of people are going to know. So what's the biggest challenge outside of that physicality that they will bring here tonight, Bryce?
They're just relentless all over the court. They're very physical. Every time a shot goes up, they have 5 guys crashing hard. Everybody wants to get to the ball. Any sort of scrum, I think they think it's a football scrum because there's 5 guys after that ball. It's fun to watch. It looks like it'd be a fun team to coach the way they all play hard. I'm hoping we can come out and we got to match that intensity and be willing to, sacrifice the bodies a little bit, take a charge, get on the floor after a loose ball, those little things that help win games.
You got Trey Huzar, Landon Mosier, 2 guys who had a really nice performance on Saturday against North Border, combined for 28 points, a good chunk of rebounds for both of them. What do those 2 guys provide to this year's club?
Landon can do it all. He can score at 3 levels. He wants to always guard the other team's best player. So he's just a really good leader for us in that sort of sense, and we're going to lean on him. We need him every night to go get us 20. That's kind of the goal. And then Trey, you can see just how athletic he was. He had a big dunk on Saturday, and he does guard the other team's best player every night, and he's got such great length. He can go under a lot of screens, and he's not trailing people around to try to give an offensive advantage, but he can go under and he can still get back and recover quick enough with his long arms that he can still bother enough shots. So, and then he's put on a lot of weight over the summer. He really worked hard in the weight room. A lot of our guys did. You can see it. Last year where maybe he didn't finish through on some shots, this year he's getting and one opportunities, and he knocked down some free throws on Saturday. So just nice to see him to grow and mature. And, these guys worked hard in the offseason, so I'm excited to see it start paying off here in the winter.
Final thing for you, Bryce, with it being, a non-region game here today. Win, lose, or draw, what do you want to see from your team in game number 3 with another 32 minutes of action on the floor here tonight?
The biggest problem that we've had the last few years is playing physical teams, and Langdon's a physical team, and I want to see us match and go over how physical somebody. I want us to be the more physical team, the more aggressive team. So when we play Kindred, Castleton, Wahpeton, Valley City, Lisbon, the teams that are in Oak Grove that are really good in our region, we can match the physicalness that they bring. So I want to be the more physical team every single night. Bryce, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck here, and happy holidays to you and your family. Hey, thanks, Shakes. You too. And that again, Bryce Laxdal, head coach for Northern Cass, will continue on our Irie Insurance pregame show after this.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
See your local Farmers Union Insurance agent, Jennifer Worley, in Cavalier.
Final segment on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. Again, that is our Irie Insurance pregame show. Chase Miller alongside Brady Walski with you here today from a Northern Cass. The Jakes coming off a 7-13 season a year ago. Well, for the Cardinals, they went 9-13 a year ago, a seed in Region 4. And Northern Cass played that 8-9 matchup a season ago in Region 1 back when it was Class B. The Cardinals, after today, will have a game with Larimore on December the 29th before playing at Cavalier on the 2nd, and then Grafton on the 4th. So 3 straight on the road after today, and then it's a little bit of a reprieve with the holidays. While for Northern Cass, they will host the Cavalier Tornadoes on Thursday night right here on YourLiveEvent.com before they get to their holiday break, and then they'll have games of Stanley and Nenrose on December 28th and the 29th from Carrington. So that's a look ahead as well for both of these clubs. The Northern Cass at 1-1 on the season. The Cardinals, number 18 in Class B or Division B, at 2-0 on the year. We're back after this with the starting lineups and the opening tip today to start off this final week before we get to the holiday season here on your live event. That does it for our Irie Insurance pregame show. Starting lineups and the opening tip is next here from Hunter.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
As we get to our starting lineups here today in Hunter between Langdon area Edmore Munich, the Cardinals, and the Jags of Northern Cass. Langdon area Edmore Munich will go like this. Jaden Lee, a 6-foot junior guard. Nicholas Kingsit, the senior guard in the backcourt at 6 foot even as well. Tanner McDonald, the 6'2 sophomore forward. Cody Amble, a 6'3 junior forward. And Race Worley, a 6'4 senior. So Lee, Kingsit, McDonald, Amble, and Worley. Langdon area Edmore Munich head coach by Tanner Groth out in their maroon uniforms here today in Hunter. For Northern Cass, the Jags, they're going to roll like this. Andrew Skank, a 5'9" senior guard. Skank at 5'9". Landon Mosier, a 6'1" senior guard, led the floor on Saturday for the Jags with 15 points. Trey Hussar, a 6'3" junior forward with 13 points and an exclamation dunk at the end of the contest. Hudson Reichel, a 5'11" freshman guard. And then Keelan Munson, the 6'3" junior forward. So Skank, Mosier, Hussar, Reichel, and Munson. Northern Cass under the guidance of head coach Bryce Laxdal with a mark of 1 win and 1 loss on the season. Northern Cass in their white uniforms with Jaguars across the front in black, outlined in gold, while for the Cardinals, again, as we mentioned, out in their maroon uniforms, the Cardinals across the front, outlined in black with white numerals and white lettering. 4 8-minute quarters with a 35-second shot clock. Opening tip here at 6:56 to get you into the final week before it is the Christmas New Year holiday season, as we'll have an over and back. Not gaining possession right away is Cody Amble on a turnover here for the Cardinals. Something you don't see too often. You get the ball in the front court, and then by the time you bring the ball with you, opening turnover here for the Cardinals. So for Northern Cass, they'll bring it in the front court as they will handle it left-hand side to Reichel. Reichel looking on the interior, and a nice two-pointer here for Munson. No backside help as McDonald was trying to get in front of him. 2 opening points here for Northern Cass as they draw first blood on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Working around the way here, nice. 2 points for Kingsit, and we're knotted at 2 apiece. Just ran a couple of guys around here at the top of the key. Eventually, one went backdoor on the cut, and so far both teams playing a man-to-man pressure defense. Munson with the basketball, leaves it left-hand side. Rising, shooting off the right of the rim, no good by Mosier. Rebound comes down to Worley. Worley crossing the timeline now for the Cardinals, making his way right to the paint, off the window for 2. Race Worley gives the Cardinals their first lead of the contest. Back and forth we go early in the opening 60 seconds. Skank, right-hand side. This will go to Mosier. Mosier takes the ball screen here back to the top of the key to Trey Hussar. Now left wing. Skank working his way. Munson banging down to his defender. Gets right to the 10 for 2. Well, Munson at 6'3", McDonald at 6'2", but Keelan right now is taking full advantage. Second tie of the contest. Nicholas Kingsit here at the top, leaves it right-hand side to Lee. Lee back and forth to Kingsit. Kingsit spins not once but twice on Skank. Links one off the front iron. Rebound coming down to Langdon, but eventually it'll be a turnover here off of McDonald. Dakota Heritage Bank sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhbanknd.com. That again is dhbanknd.com. The latest polls that came out at 4 o'clock this afternoon in the B division, Langdon area Edmore Munich at number 8 here at 2-0 on the season so far, averaging 60 points per game while defensively giving up 50 through 2 contests. Through 2 games for Northern Cass, averaging 56 points per game while defensively giving up 59. Mosier to Skank, back to Mosier. Right wing 3 coming off the back of the rim now. And a rebound here goes to Langdon. That's Worley's second. Race Worley in the front court, making his way to the paint, trying to get by Huzar. Does, but the teardropper doesn't fall as Munson collects the miss. Other side of the floor goes Mosier. Mosier playing a little 2-man game here. Now reverses it at the top to Huzar. Trey back to Mosier at the baseline. Mosier rising from 17. Tickles a twine. Landon Mosier with a deep 2, and something that Coach Bryce Laxdell said in our pregame show. We're looking to get him to be a bucket filler throughout the season. Bryce said if he can get around that 20-point plateau on a given night, that'll kind of where they're looking to see the 6'1" senior guard as Race Worley leaves one off the window to tie this one at 6 apiece. Tied at 2, 4, and 6 so far. Jumper just inside the 3-point line, no, and we'll have a jump on the arrow. Favors Northern Cass. Both teams have held a lead ever so briefly in this first quarter as Ryder will check into the game for Hudson Rachel. Jacob with 3 threes for the 5'9" senior guard back on Saturday against the North Border Eagles. Huzar to the baseline, back to Ryder as they work it around the horn here. Munson open underneath. Nice shot fake by Trey. Can't get it to go. Huzar stays with it, takes the dribble, and finishes for 2. Nice use of the power dribble by Huzar. If we're going to dribble, cover some territory, and Huzar gives Northern Cass an 8-6 lead. Back and forth, though, as Skank nearly got called for a foul, but it'll be a turnover here as Kingsit just ran out of room. Mosier right to left cross from 17, no. Rebound here for the Cardinals with McDonald his second. McDonald in the front court for the Cardinals. Here goes Kingsit. Kingsit right down the lane. Leaves the pass right-hand side to Lee. Lee open this from 21 feet off the back of the rim. Good board here by Huzar, his second. Trey in the front court. Mosier, left pocket 3. Got it! Landon Mosier with 5. Give Huzar the assist, and it's a nice little run brewing here for Northern Cass. Largest lead of the game early on in quarter number 1 for either club. Kingsit bounce pass here. Ball gets deflected. Right-handed scoop by Skank. Can't get it to go. Man, I thought Tanner McDonald was a little closer than he was. And for the Jags, they do it right defensively, just can't finish. Now for the Cardinals, looking for a bucket to make it back to a one-possession contest. Kingsit, left-hand side. Munson gets the steal. Munson leads a 2-on-2 the other side of the floor. Munson finds Mosier, shot fake. Mosier, a couple of dribbles to the paint, and there's a foul. McDonald will pick up the foul, his first, team's first of the quarter, and 2 free throw opportunities for the 6'1" senior guard in Mosier. Well, these two teams, by all means, love tempo early in the opening 4 minutes. Free throw opportunity for Mosier is off the front iron as the Cardinals are bringing Levi Swanson, the 6' sophomore guard. Tanner Gross said that Swanson has been a difference maker for the Cardinals in our pregame report. 2 games in, hit the game-winning shot in their season opener against Warwick, 61-60 as Mosier goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. We'll see if he can provide a little boost here as Northern Cass is on a 6-0 run. Also go on the interior, spinning his way in and out, no good by Worley. Rebound coming down here to Northern Cass. Huzar in transition. Huzar gives it to Skank. Skank at the right wing, looking for a teammate. Munson looking to set the ball screen as Skank gives it back to left-hand side. Huzar banging his way in the ting, unable to get it to go, and Worley collects the rebound. Race Worley working on a double-double early, gives a dish. Here goes Lee, right pocket 3. Can't get it. Rebound here to Munson as he finds a teammate with Mosier. Mosier brings in the front court here as the Cardinals have gone nearly about a minute and a half without a bucket. Mosier rising from the right wing 3-pointer off the left rim. No rebound coming down to the junior in Lee. Kingsit in the front court. Who needs a shot clock here in this one? Lee, teardropper, block shot, Munson. Huszar trying to beat everybody down the floor. Huszar, kick out Ryder, right wing in transition, rattles it in. Ryder with the second triple for Northern Cass here in the opening quarter. Cardinals now looking for a bucket with Swanson. Levi left-hand side to Worley. Worley rising deep two. That'll miss. Rebound coming down to the Cardinals and Cody Amble. Amble had the monster pick 6 against Central Cass in the quarterfinals late in the first half for Langdon area Edmore Munich, as this one goes to Kingsit. Back up top to Lee. Lee looks reverse at high post touch now to Worley. Worley left wing shooting. Swanson. That'll be short. And the Cardinals right now just can't draw the iron. Munson goes the other side of the floor to Ryder. Ryder at the right-hand side gives it back to Worley. Worley to the paint. Oh, what a block shot by the right hand by Race Worley. Able to block that one with Mosier on the drive. Left-hand side to Kingsit. Back here to the top to Race. Nice shovel pass across the paint for 2. Give Worley the assist. 2 points here for Swanson. And a timeout on the floor. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Northern Cass leads it by 7.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
Timeout on the floor brought to you in part by Bank North. At Bank North, they take community to heart. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Bank North helps their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities that they serve. For more information and to find a branch near you, go to ibanknorth.com. That's ibanknorth.com, or swipe that QR code on the screen. 15-8 Jags over the Cardinals here with 95 seconds left in our opening quarter. Chase Miller, Brady Walski with you here from Northern Cass. Bounce pass, high post touch to Huszar and a little flare screen. Mosier with a shot fake, gets to the baseline. Jumper from 8 is able to go. Randy Mosier with his third field goal so far of the contest with a game-high 8 points. Jags match their largest lead at 9 as Kingsit brings it into the right of the front key here. High post touch to McDonald. McDonald goes on the baseline. That's Lee, to the baseline to Amble. Right-hand side. Kingsit, Crow hops to the left elbow for 2. Nick Kingsit with a large Crow hop as he gets his 4th point, covering some room. Mosier, left wing to Huszar. Huszar gives it back to Skank. Skank with a pivot. Back to Munson. Munson taking a couple hard dribbles. Munson banging his way again on the interior off the window for the 6'3" junior forward. Keelan with his 6th point of the evening. Kingsit. Another Crow hop off the left. Block for 2. That's twice by Kingsit with almost a Frogger kind of a move right there. Trying to take some room. And I tell you what, if you get the hop at the 10-foot line and you're able to go to about the 5-foot line and use the window, that's going to be a tough move to stop. A senior has got that covered. Trey Huszar here with under 9 seconds left in the quarter. Huszar goes to Skank. Skank looking for Ryder off that stagger. Left-hand side Mosier. Mosier with 2. Mosier dribble pullback to beat the horn off the iron. And that's how we'll end our first quarter of play. On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Northern Cass leads by 7.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
After one quarter of play on Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Northern Cass leads by 7. The Jags led by Landon Mosher with 8 points. So far with 6 rebounds and 2 threes. Here as a team, 2 3, 6 rebounds individually, Mosher with 8. For the Cardinals, 8 rebounds have yet to hit a 3. And the Cardinals led by the 6 points of Nicholas Kingsit, 4 points, 3 rebounds by Worley. Mosher, left wing, looking for the back cut by Huzar, who faked coming up to the elevator screen. Did a little pirouette inside for 2. Huzar now has 4. Give Mosher the assist, and that is a 1-2 combination right now as they have 12 of the 21 for the Jags. Speaking of an elevator screen, here goes Worley, high-arching triple off the rim, and Skank collects his first rebound of the contest. Skank left-hand side to Huzar. Trey gives it back to Skank around the horn to Mosher. Munson posting up on the inside as McDonald trying to front on him. Coach Laxdal calls out the offense. Mosher gives it to the top to Ryder. Ryder left wing back to Mosher, interior to Trey. Huzar with 13 on the shot clock. Turn the up and under. Shot going to be off the mark, and Lee collects his second rebound. Ball goes left-hand side to McDonald. McDonald launching a three-pointer off the front of the iron, and aboard to Skank his second. Skank in the front court here for Northern Cass. Pops it past to Mosher. Mosher with a jab step, ripping it through left to right, takes 2 hard dribble shot. No, almost like a pass to Munson, but oh, what a block shot on the way by the Cardinals with Amble. Other side of the floor goes the Cardinals here with Kingsit. Kingsit gets walled off by Skank. Bounce pass right-hand side here for the Cardinals with Amble. Back to the top of the key. Lee, right wing with it to McDonald. Back to Lee, and we'll have a foul here on Northern Cass. Landon Mosher will collect the foul. His first, team's first of the quarter. Substitution here for Northern Cass with Hudson Reichel. Fairly clean game so far early. Just 2 free throws combined between these two clubs, and just 2 fouls combined between the Cardinals and the Jags. Lee goes to the baseline to Kingsit on the interior. Little give and go off the window. Unable to collect it. Munson already with his 5th rebound. Skank into the front court. Here's both teams right now trying to find some offensive rhythm early in quarter number 2. Skank to the baseline as this will go to Reichel. Reichel up and over to Munson. Munson off the front iron. No, put back, can't get it to go. Another opportunity, and Amble collects the loose ball. It was there for Northern Cass, just unable to finish, as now this will go to Amble. Amble spinning his way on the inside off the left-handed shot. No. Northern Cass gets the rebound with Landon Mosher. Mosher in the front court finds a trailing Reichel left wing 3 off the iron, and the Cardinals will collect the rebound, the 4th for Worley. Right now for the Cardinals, stuck at 12 as we're 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. Also go to Kingsit. Kingsit uses up that dribble, gives it up top to McDonald. McDonald takes a hard dribble to Kingsit, but he was out of bounds on the baseline. Turnover number 6 for the Cardinals. Here in this opening half, we have Northern Cass for 0 right now, but the Cardinals' defense playing well here in the quarter. Just the offense isn't allowing them to cut into this deficit. 9 points matches the largest lead of the game here for Northern Cass as they walk into the front court with Mosher. Right-hand side to Skank. Skank, ball screen coming for Munson. Back to Huzar. Huzar works it left-hand side to Mosher. Mosher left of the key, finds Huzar. Huzar with a shot fake, gets the help up in the air and count it. McDonald will get called for the foul. His second, team's first of the quarter, and it's an and-one opportunity for the junior forward. Trey Huzar with 6 points as the Cardinals will make a substitution here, as we'll have a substitution coming in with Levi Swanson on the next dead ball. Free throw attempt for Huzar is off the back iron, but a rebound here to Keelan. Munson banging his way, and then there's the 3rd foul here for the Cardinals, and that'll be with McDonald. So McDonald will sub out here, and Swanson will check in for Northern Cass. They'll make a substitution with Devin Wolf, the 5'9" senior forward, will get his first run of the game here. Northern Cass to inbound it. They have it baseline to Huzar, back around the horn as it goes to Munson. Munson looking on the interior on the flex cut goes Trey. Lost it on his way up, but off of a Cardinal hand, either off of Kingsit or of Race Worley. Cardinals with 61 points in their opener against Warwick, 59 points against Hatton Northwood scoring offensively. As Mosier left pocket 3. That's going to be long. Ball gets tapped out into Worley with his 5th board. Up the other side of the floor goes Langdon. Worley gives it right-hand side to Kingsit. Kingsit crow hops in the paint. Help comes. Extra pass goes to Lee. Lee back to top to Kingsit. Kingsit hard. Left-handed scoop and score. Kingsit with 8 of the 14 points of the Cardinals, who breaking a little bit of a drought here. Again, that's their first field goal of the quarter. Other side will have a foul on the drive of Devin Wolf. Foul will come across here on Lee. His first, team's 3rd. There's Northern Cass with the advantage and the basketball right now in the front court to Trey. Huzar takes the ball screen. Hesitation. Left-hand side to Wolf. Wolf. Shot fake. Then gets a block shot. Lee is there, but it collects right into Munson's hands. Turnaround jumper, no. And this will go out of bounds and will stay Northern Cass basketball. Cardinals trying to get to 3-0 on the season with a win here tonight. Well, for the Jags, trying to get to 2-1 in the campaign with a W here. Hudson Reichel on the interior to Munson. Munson regains the possession. Looking back door, ball deflected to Huzar. Huzar off the window. Pinballs around and Worley gets the rebound. Worley pushes in transition to Amble. Amble gets cut off there by Keelan. Now it goes to Kingsit. Kingsit give and go. Looking on the interior, up and over. This one, little baby skyhook, unable to finish for Worley, and a foul, a rebound here for Huzar and a timeout on the floor. And on Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Northern Cass leads it by 9.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
High school basketball here today, this time out on the floor, brought to you in part by Bank North. Visit imbanknorth.com. It's a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking at Bank North. The Cardinals with 2 points here in the second quarter with Kingsit. Outside of that, Northern Cass has 4 points in the quarter, all by Trey Huzar. Huzar in the contest with 6 points. Landon Mosier has 8 to lead the floor for Northern Cass. Kingsit with 8, then the 4 points. That's 4 for Race Worley. So timeout for Coach Bryce Laxton. Both teams have taken a first half timeout here. Something Bryce Laxton said in our pregame show, he wanted to see be a more aggressive physical team because they know that as the season goes along with the Kindreds and Central Casses of the world that they're going to see in the region, Langdon's going to be a familiar opponent in terms of some of the scout. This one will be off the front iron on the shot by Reichel, tapped out of bounds by Swanson. It'll stay Northern Cass basketball. Andrew Skank to inbound it. As coming through is Mosier, right of the key 3, in and out, no. Rebound here to Worley. Well, he's nearly going to get 10 rebounds. By the time we get to the half, he's already got 7. Lee in the front court, left-hand side, as that'll be in the hands of Amble, back on the interior. Worley spinning Huzar to the baseline for 2. Race Worley with 6 points, 7 rebounds, and the Cardinals are back within 7. Skank in the front court. Leaves it left-hand side to Huzar, now in front of that Langdon area Edmore Munich bench. Reichel making his way to the baseline off the left and the right of the rim as Lee collects his 3rd rebound. Lee in the front court here for the Cardinals. Back up top to Kingsit. Kingsit looking for a teammate. Makes the pass right-hand side to Swanson. Swanson looking for it on the interior. They help. Ball gets skipped left-hand side to Amble. Dribble in, but unable to finish. Trey Huzar with his 5th board. Huzar in the front court. Huzar takes a ball screen. Huzar knifes his way to the paint with the end one opportunity. Huzar with all 6 points for the Jags in the second quarter. 4-team foul here on the Cardinals as well. Foul will come across here on Race Worley, his first. And just like that, Northern Cass with a free throw with Huzar. on Ole Miss, and a rebound here to the Cardinals with Cody Amble, their third. Back to a 9-point lead, matches the largest of the game. Swanson gives it up top to Kingsit. Kingsit drives to Worley. Worley making his way around the horn for two. Race Worley with a head of steam now with 8 points. As we get to the 2-minute mark here in this first half of play, as Skank leaves it left-hand side to Trey Huzar. As this will go, Mosier bounce pass across the way. Back to Trey for the and one. Huzar will get another and one opportunity. Give Mosier the assist. Foul comes across on Cody Amble, his first and the team's fifth. As you'll have Trey Huzar going to the free throw line in double digits now. Looking to convert on the free throw opportunity off the back of the rim. Ball gets tapped out right to Reichel, his first board. Mosier, right pocket three. He gets fouled in the act of shooting. So Mosier will go to the free throw line after the long rebound here to Hudson Reichel. And we'll have 3 free throws here for Northern Cass. Mosier 1 of 2 so far from the free throw line. Amble picks up his second. But for Northern Cass, they cannot convert from the free throw line here as they're currently 0 of 4 in this second quarter and 1 of 6 in the game. Free throw opportunity on the second is up and good. As we'll have another free throw attempt here for Mosier. So far, again, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Makes it a 10-point game and now an 11-point game here for Northern Cass. So 21-18 for the Jags with 1:40 left to play in this first half. In the front court, as this goes to Kingsit. Kingsit right-hand side to Swanson. Right, a little 4-out-1, and the one is Worley. Trying to get him the basketball. Left-hand side to Amble. Amble, left pocket three. Off the iron, ball gets tapped out right to a Jag. Here goes Reichel. Reichel, nice pass across the way to Munson for the 2 points. Keelan Munson with 8 points and 7 rebounds here for Northern Cass. Worley crossing over, head of steam, throws it up, no. Rebound on the way to Landon Mosier, his second. Mosier in transition. Mosier looking, little Euro step off the window, high floater here for Landon Mosier. Timeout on the floor, we'll break with him. Northern Cass leads it by 15.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Timeout on the floor again, brought to you in part by Bank North. It is a 33-18 lead. Second timeout granted here for Langdon area Edmore Munich, trailing it 19-12 at the half. After one quarter play, down 23-14 with 3:35 left in the first half, and since then, Northern Cass has been on a little bit of a run right now, able to add to it with a couple of good looks here for Mosier. The same for Huzar. They've got all the scoring in the second quarter outside the 2 points for Munson here for the Jags. But a really good start for Northern Cass so far here in this first half of play. Well, for the Cardinals, how can you try to right the ship here and not allow it to balloon more than what it is with a 15-point deficit going into the half? Cardinals have yet to hit a 3 in this first half, and they've yet to be at the free throw line. Jags go a little zone defense here out of the timeout. Swanson on the baseline gives it now to Worley. Worley skips it past to Lee. Lee to the baseline, right-hand side. Kings it inside. Trey Huzar gets the steal. Other side of the floor goes Mosier. Mosier bounce pass. Munson off the window for 2. Munson with 10 points and 7 boards for the Jags. Cardinals with Worley. Baseline jumper, teardropper, and that's what the Cardinals needed. Worley now with 10. But Northern Cass can take the final shot of the half. Landon Mosier leaves a pass to Skank. Skank looking back for Landon here as the game clock gets down to 9 seconds. Skank takes the ball screen, making his way to the paint off the window for 2. 2 seconds, 1 second, half-court shot, good if it goes. Almost. Banks in here for Levi Swanson. after one half of play on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Northern Cass 37, the Cardinals 20, here on your liveevent.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
As we come back here on our halftime show, brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance Agency. Hunter Insurance Agency, dedicated to providing the best support with your insurance from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. For more information, go online at hunterinsuranceagency.com. That again is hunterinsuranceagency.com. Northern Cass 19 points in the first quarter, 18 points in the second quarter. While for Langdon area, Edmore, Munich, 12 points in the first quarter and 8 points in the second quarter. Some team numbers here for the Cardinals and the Jags. Northern Cass, 5 players in the scoring column. They have 3 in double figures. 2 threes, 3 of 8 from the free throw line with 18 rebounds, 0 turnovers in that first half. For the Cardinals, they have 7 turnovers in the first half, 3 players in the scoring column, 1 in double digits. They have yet to hit a 3, they have yet to shoot a free throw with 16 rebounds. Northern Cass led by the 12 points of Landon Mosier. Mosier with 2 rebounds, a handful of assists, and a three-pointer here for the 6'1 senior. 10 points for Keelan Munson, the 6'3 junior forward. 10 points and 7 rebounds, has 5 field goals. 10 points by Trey Huzar as well. Huzar with 5 rebounds and is 0 of 3 from the free throw line. From there, you have the 3 points for Jacob Ryder off the bench and 2 points for Andrew Skank with 2 rebounds. Again, the Jags have 12 points with Mosier and 10 apiece for Huzar and Munson. For the Cardinals of Langdon area, Edmore, Munich, 10 points with Race Worley. Worley with 7 rebounds, 5 field goals, 6 points in the second quarter. 8 points then by Nicholas Kingsit with 4 field goals and 2 points for Levi Swanson off the bench. The Cardinals again, the 10 with Worley and the 8 with Kingsit. After today for the Cardinals, next game will be on December the 29th at Larimore. While for Northern Cass, their next game will be Thursday against Cavalier. This is our Hunter Insurance Agency halftime show. We're back after this with a little look at your out-of-town scores and some of the other games going on across the way here this evening in North Dakota.
Even as a kid, I knew I wanted to be part of Polar Communications because they have such a long history of taking care of their employees.
I'm grateful that we get to work with great people every day, and I get to go home at the end of the day knowing that what we did for the day matters.
It's a great place to be part of a team and feel like you're achieving so much more than just answering a phone call. Polar is more than that. Polar is family.
I'm Lily Bell. I'm confident on the court, and when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Ryder Burris. I'm confident on the ice. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
As we continue on our halftime show, brought to you in part by Hunter Insurance Agency. Just one other game tonight here on YourLiveEvent.com. Nick Furch has the call between South Border and Sargent County. That game just about ready to tip off between the Mustangs and the Bulldogs. That is for B boys basketball. A busy day tomorrow, from wrestling to girls to boys basketball in Minnesota and North Dakota. We got you covered on YourLiveEvent.com, or simply go to our website again, or to our YouTube channel by searching Your Live Event. Next Northern Cass broadcast will be on Thursday. We'll have both the boys game against Cavalier here and the girls game at Kindred, also on YourLiveEvent.com. Again, that one will be on Thursday, and then on Friday we'll have girls basketball between Four Winds, Minnewacan, and Northern Cass on Friday as well. So that is a look at your upcoming games schedule. Again, just go to YourLiveEvent.com to find more games throughout the season, and as we get ready for the stretch run once we get to 2024. That's all still to come, coming up here on Your Live Event. Some other games to make note of here, as this one started a little bit earlier before most did today at a 7 o'clock opening tip time. Central Cass at Lemoore Litchfield Marion. That's the number 4 Squirrels in A Division basketball. Number 5 Beulah is at Wilton and Wing. And then you take a look at the B Division, Flasher going up against Central McLean, Sargent County against South Border. Again, those are just some of the scores here on a Monday evening. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, get you ready for second half action here from Northern Cass. It's Northern Cass 37, Langdon area Edmore Munich 20 here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
Head to rjbroadcasting.com and get your free copy, the Digital Sports Guide. It's the Winter Sports Guide for R&J Sports, and it's free, it's digital, and it's available on rjbroadcasting.com. The cover's blue, it's got great photos on it, and it's easy for you to download. Simply go to rjbroadcasting.com, click on the Winter Sports Guide, or scan the QR code if you see it on the flyer or on our social media pages or on the screens. It's the Winter Sports Guide, R&J Sports 2023-24, available now, rjbroadcasting.com.
Again, that does it for our Hunter Insurance halftime show. Hunter Insurance Agency, dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance requests. For more information, contact Johnny Jorgensen and the crew at hunterinsuranceagency.com. That again is hunterinsuranceagency.com. postgameagency.com. After one half of play, Northern Cass led by the 12 points of Mosier, while for the Cardinals of Langdon area Edmore Munich, led by the 10 points of Worley. As the Cardinals will inbound the basketball here, as they will handle it with Cody Amble. Amble with Kingston on the floor. You have Race Worley with Tanner McDonald and Lee, the original starting five. Zone defense by Northern Cass. Baseline jumper shot by McDonald. No putback, though. Good for two by Worley. Worley now with 12 points and 8 rebounds. For Northern Cass, Trey Huzar with Reichel, Mosier, Skank, and Munson on the floor. As Skank gives it back to the top of the key here, as this one will go to Mosier. Mosier right-hand side, and this one will go out of bounds and will stay Northern Cass basketball. So Northern Cass will inbound in front of their bench, as they will handle it with Skank. Skank right in front of their timeline. Good defense here by Lee. For Northern Cass, don't really have to worry about anyone right now with foul troubles. While for the Cardinals, you have 3 for Tanner McDonald and 2 by Cody Amble. Skank to inbound it, gives it to Mosier. Mosier making his way to the paint. Nice bounce pass. Reichel, left wing 3. Off the left of the rim. No, Munson, though, collects the rebound. Lost it on the deck. It's still loose, and eventually it's the first turnover of the game here for Northern Cass. Other side of the floor, Worley can't get it to go. Skank with the rebound. Skank then slows it up for Northern Cass. Open, Mosier. Mosier, dribble, pull up, 15-footer. Can't get it. Rebound here collected by Trey Huzor, his 6th. Other 3 coming, able to go. Skank with the triple. 3 points there for the 5'9" senior. As we go the other way, Kings it off the window, can't collect it, and Munson gets his 9th rebound. Skank in the front court here for Northern Cass. As Skank takes the ball screen, leaves it right-hand side to Trey Huzar. Huzar looking to spin his way to the paint. Right-handed scoop shot, no. Rebound here, and we'll have a foul. Foul will be on the floor. Munson collects the rebound here. Foul comes across. If this is on McDonald, this will be his 4th, and it is. McDonald will pick up his 4th, team's first of the quarter, and Munson right now has 10 points and 9 rebounds as Skank goes to the free. Skank will inbound the basketball. Skank looking for Mosier. Mosier coming off the screen to the baseline. Looking for the slip by Munson. Nothing is there. Huzar here at the top of the key. Huzar banging his way left-hand side. Skank open 3. No. Ball tapped out, and this one will stay with Northern Cass. And it's a fresh 35 as well on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard as Skank to inbound the basketball. Northern Cass with the 5'9" senior guard. Gets the offensive call here from Bryce Laxdal. Mosier left-hand side. Ball screen coming. Mosier rising from 16 feet short. And that'll go towards the Cardinals. Some of your Langdon area Edmore Munich right now trailing it by 18 points. Have enough time to make a run here. Want to try to get it to single digits before the 4th quarter if possible to give yourself a striking opportunity. But possessions like this will be tough as Lee handles that one go right through his hands. So turnover on the Cardinals. Northern Cass will call it the offense here with Skank. Skank in the front court. Looking for Mosier, left wing. Mosier looking back door, and that'll be a turnover. Race Worley collects the steal. Worley in the front court working his way to the other side of the floor to Kings at left baseline. Jumper, good for 2. Well, Worley's got 12. Kings it's got 20. Make that 10. They have 22 of the 24 points here for the Cardinals. Skank to Huzar, left-hand side of Mosier. Mosier takes the ball screen. Mosier making his way to the paint. Right-handed layup for 2. Mosier with 14 points. Cardinals the other side of the floor with Kingsit. Kingsit left-hand side to Swanson. Swanson back up top to McDonald. McDonald here to Kingsit, who spins his way on. Skank gets fouled, and we'll have 2 free throws. Skank will get called for the foul. His first, team's first of the quarter, and 2 free throw opportunities here for Kingsit. The 6-foot senior guard goes to the free throw line for the first time here today for the Cardinals. This will be their first team free throw, and it's off the front iron. Substitution is Ryder will check in. Second free throw attempt here for the Cardinals. Free throw attempt number 2 is rattling in and out. Rebound coming to Northern Cass with Trey Huzar. 10.7 rebounds here for Trey. Skank in the front court to Huzar. Huzar making his way to the paint. Gets a body contact and count it. Trey Huzar with another and one opportunity. Worley collects the foul, his second, team's second. As Trey Huzar will go to the free throw line for the and one opportunity. Free throw is up, and it's good. Huzar now with a baker's dozen in scoring here tonight for Northern Cass. Cardinals in the front court with Kingsit. Kingsit getting guarded there by Skank, right-hand side, as this will go left wing now to Amble. Amble guarded by Munson to Lee. Lee to Kingsit here right of the key. Kingsit, crow hop to the paint, off the mark. No putback, can't get to go for Worley, and Ryder collects the rebound. Foul will be coming on the Cardinals here, as this foul will be on Worley, his third and the team's third of the quarter. 4:29 left to play in the third quarter. If you're Northern Cass, with the remaining time you have of the quarter, this is the old chance to get the knockout blow on your opposition here. You can balloon this one up to 25 or 30 points before the end of the quarter. If you're the Cardinals, looking for a stop and a score. Well, there's the stop. Ryder shot off the mark. Rebound comes down to Kingsit. Kingsit in transition to Jaden Lee, right wing three. It's going to go long board coming down to Munson. Keelan, the 6'3 junior forward, now with a double-double of 10 points and 10 rebounds. Skank in the front court, left-hand side to Mosier, back to Skank. Andrew at the top of the key. Gives it back to Mosier. Mosier to Huzar. Huzar banging his way on the left baseline. Bounce pass to the baseline here to Ryder. Ryder, three-pointers up and good. As Ryder gets his second three-pointer here for Northern Cass. Langdon area Edmore Munich with Swanson. As Swanson guarded here by Ryder at the top of the key. Bounce pass right-hand side to Amble. Amble at the right wing looks for a cutting teammate to Kingsit, and will have a foul on Northern Cass. Foul will be on Ryder, his first and the team's second. Northern Cass is doubling up the Cardinals here in this third quarter on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard with 3:18 left in the third. Baseline, Race Worley will shoot the three. Got it. Race Worley with 15 on the night here for the Cardinals. Mosier gives it up top now to Skank. As Skank will call out the offense here for Northern Cass. Skank spinning his way, leaves it to Mosier. Mosier at the left wing. Mosier reverse pivots, gets inside the paint, driving kick to Ryder, now to Skank, right of the key. Three coming off the back of the rim. No, rebound to Cody Amble, his fourth. Other side of the floor goes Kingsit. Kingsit with it. Right-hand side is this one a goal. Now to the top, Swanson. Ball fake, Swanson takes the ball screen, left wing to Amble. Amble looking for Worley on the interior, back up top to Lee. Lee with it, rips it through. Right-handed dribble now to Swanson. Levi, high-arching three, no. Rebound, put back, good for two here for Kingsit. Kingsit scored in every quarter, 12 points, 2 rebounds for the senior guard, and the Cardinals are back within 19. Skank looking for a teammate here. A little 5-0 run by the Cardinals. Left-hand side of Huzar. Huzar making his way hard down the paint, off the window, will have a foul. Trey Huzar will go to the free throw line to shoot two. If this is on Worley, this will be his fourth. Foul will go on Race, his fourth, team's fourth of the quarter, and we'll have 2 free throws upcoming here for Northern Cass. Trey Huzar with 13 points goes to the free throw line. The first one is up and off the mark. Free throw attempt number 2 is up and good as Huzar collects the free throw. Time on the floor for Bryce Laxdal. We'll break with him on Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
High school basketball here today. Timeout brought to you in part by Bank North. They help the communities that they serve in the rural areas of North Dakota. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. They're more than just a bank. It's a community partner. Go to ibanknorth.com. 49-29, Northern Cass leads over the Cardinals here. Lee in the front court of the timeout by Northern Cass. We'll have a couple remaining. Cardinals here with Levi Swanson looking back door now to Amble. Amble inside the paint from 10. Can't get it to go. And we'll have a traveling violation on Northern Cass. Landon Mosier will collect the rebound here. Turnover. As we'll have a Cardinal inbounds with Kingsit. Kingsit to the right-hand side. There's a steal by Ryder. Northern Cass pushing in transition. Huzar, look at him go, trying to go coast to coast, able to finish for two. Trey Huzar now with 16 points on the evening. Other side of the floor, the Cardinals will go to the free throw line. Kingsit will be rewarded with 2 free throws here. Foul comes across. This will be on Andrew Skank, his second, team's third of the quarter. And 2 free throws for the Cardinals. Again, the 6-foot senior guard. Free throw is up, and it's good. 13 points here for Kingsit. Second free throw attempt on the way for the senior. Cardinals is off the front iron. Ball gets tipped out here to Landon Mosier. Mosier pushes in the front court. As he does, looks to Ryder. Ryder, right pocket 3. Got it! Another one for Ryder. All that he does is shoot threes. 3 threes for Ryder in back-to-back games here at home. Fronting, Munson able to collect a steal with Huzar. Trey in the front court. Left-hand side to Skank. Skank back to the top to Mosier. Mosier taking a power dribble, pullback. Shots and be off the front iron and a board to the Cardinals here to Cody Amble, his 5th. Cardinals in the front court with Kingsit. Kingsit left-hand side to McDonald. McDonald takes the ball screen looking to get a shot off. Eventually Worley will from 17. Off the heel of the rim, no, and Skank collects the rebound and runs into Ryder. Northern Cass with about a 1-second differential between shot clock and the game clock here will handle it with Mosier. Mosier looks to Bryce Laxdal here and gets the offensive set as he does with 15 seconds. Man pressure defense throughout here for the Cardinals. And the Jags will go at 10. Skank right wing to Ryder. Ryder top of the key. Gives it back to Skank with 3. Inside Munson spins, turns. And that's how we'll end the quarter. After 3 quarters of play, it's Northern Cass 54, the Cardinals 30 here on your live event.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
See your local Farmers Union Insurance agent, Jennifer Worley in Cavalier.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
High school basketball here today on YourLiveEvent.com. Northern Cass with a 17-point quarter. Langdon area Edmore Munich with 10. The Cardinals led by the 15 points of Race Worley, while for Northern Cass led by the 16 of Trey Huzar so far, and a double-double for Keelan Munson as well with 10 points and 10 rebounds. 8 minutes left to go in regulation. Munson gives it back to Skank. Skank at the right wing, back up top to Huzar. Huzar with the basketball left-hand side to Mosier. Mosier back to Trey as they take the ball screen to Skank. Interior to Munson. Just missed him. Good hedge there by Tanner McDonald to collect a steal. McDonald the other side of the floor, and then we'll have eventually, we have a blood on the way here for Jaden Lee. So Lee will have to check out of the game here for the Cardinals, as there'll be a substitution as Lee here. Looks like a bloody nose potentially comes across the way, as they'll have to make sure that the ball and everything else is clean. 54-30, again, Northern Cass with the advantage as they'll use the second game ball here, as this one will come across, as they got everything situated and ready to go, as the Cardinals will inbound it with Kingsit. Kingsit to inbound here for Langdon area Edmore Munich. Left-hand side to McDonald. McDonald making his way to the paint, off the window for two. Tanner McDonald with his first field goal for the 6'2" sophomore forward. Northern Cass with Landon Mosier. Mosier right-hand side to Trey Huzar. Huzar right to the pin, off the window, good for two. Right to the tin here for Huzar. He's got 18 points. Cardinals leave it on the interior. Turnaround jumper, no for Tanner McDonald. Ball's on the floor, and Ryder's going to get tied up with it. The arrow will favor Langdon area Edmore Munich. Cardinals to inbound it with Kingsit, as they will have it on the baseline here. In Class A or Division A versus Division B here this season with the three different divisions. Ball goes on the baseline. Jumper no for the Cardinals with McDonald, but an offensive rebound here for Amble, his 7th. Back to McDonald, right-hand side to Kingsit. Kingsit makes his way on the pin for two. Nice little cut here for the Cardinals. Kingsit now with 15 points. As Northern Cass will have Mosier here. Mosier back to Munson, back up top to Skank. Skank with it, left wing to Landon Mosier. Left-hand side to Trey Huzar. Huzar skips it to Skank right of the key. Skank making his way to the 10, off the window. No, Munson, no, collects the offensive rebound, his 11th. Other side of the floor, Landon Mosier with an offensive charge. It will be an offensive charge here. Levi Swanson able to get the defensive placement, and Mosier picks up the charge. His foul here will be the second, team's first of the quarter for Northern Cass. So good defense there by Swanson to get outside the restricted semicircle and get a full head of steam there of the 6'1" senior. Mosier coming to get him. Kingsit, high post touch for the Cardinals to Race Worley. Worley between the rings to Amble. Amble here at the top of the key now to Kingsit. Kingsit with the curl hop, right-hand side of McDonald. McDonald crossing over on Ryder as he gives it back to the top of the key here to Swanson. Swanson with it. It's still loose for a minute, and then throwing it off is Kingsit. Off of Skank, and we'll have a substitution. Hudson Reichel will check in for Northern Cass. Cardinals to inbound it with Kingsit on the baseline. Shot clock again at 6 seconds. Cardinals on the inbounds as they give and go. Right baseline three-pointer, got it. Kingsit continues to rattle them up right now with 18 here for the Cardinals. Baseline jumper, Skank, off the mark, no. Put back, Munson, 2, yes sir. Munson, 12 points and 12 rebounds for the junior forward. Cardinals, we'll see this one here with Swanson back to Kingsit. Kingsit with a shot fake. McDonald give and go, and we'll have a foul. Is this in the act of shooting? Or is it going to be on the ground? Foul will be on Skank, his third, team's second. They'll say it's on the floor as the Cardinals with Jaden Lee will check in here with Levi Swanson coming out. So see Lee back in the game. Cardinals to inbound it. Little slip as they go to Lee, and then Lee will travel with the basketball. 11 turnover of the game for the Cardinals as Northern Cass right now with a 4-point quarter. Well, for Langdon area Edmore Munich so far, it's been a 7-point fourth quarter. With this result, if it holds over the last 5 minutes and change, Northern Cass would improve to 2-1 on the season, while the Cardinals would drop to 2-1. There's a pick and roll around the horn. Skank left wing open, shooting and burying one. Skank with a triple. 6th three-pointer here for Northern Cass. Kingsit left-hand side to Lee, back to the top to McDonald. McDonald bounce pass to Kingsit. Kingsit working it around to McDonald here. McDonald with the teardrop runner inside the paint, unable to finish it. Skank with his 5th rebound. Skank wants to push in transition. Bounce pass Munson. Munson, this one will go out of bounds, and it will stay Northern Cass basketball. And we'll have a little blood spot here with a timeout on the floor. This allows us to remind you to stay tuned to our post-game show, where during that time we will hear from our Enbridge Energy player of the game, one of those. Get to our Arctic Enterprises feature precision play, the contest, that and more still to come on our post-match show as Bryce Laxall coming out and getting the towel and trying to make sure, again, just with some of the blood that came from Jaden Lee, that everything gets taken off the floor. Bryce Laxall, coach, also AD here for Northern Cass. Well, if you're Tanner Groth right now, early on this season, game number 3, this hasn't gone your way compared to wins against Warwick earlier last week and a win against Hatton Northwood on Friday, your last time out, 59-40. But this is a learning game before you get into your holiday break with 3 consecutive road games then between the 29th of December and the 4th of January at Larimore, Cavalier, and Grafton during that stretch. Coming on the flex here is Munson. Munson can't power that one up and in. Rebound to Ray Swarley, who's got his double-double of 15 points and 10 rebounds. Swarley into the paint, able to spin. Oh, what a move by the 6'4" senior forward. Ray Swarley now with 17. Team high here for the Cardinals as we're nearing the midway point of the fourth quarter. Ball screen coming for Mosier. Left of the key to Trey Huzar. Huzar left-hand side of Hudson Reichel. Reichel to Huzar. Huzar spins on his own right. Thought that there was going to be a little more help defense. That was going to block a shot. Fortunate for Northern Cass to get the ball back. Mosier shot up and no good. Rebound to Kingsit. Kingsit makes his way to the other side of the floor. Can't get it to go. And Landon Mosier collects his 4th rebound. Mosier with it at the top of the key finds Reichel. Right wing shooting from the wing off the iron and a board to Kingsit. His 4th. Cardinals will see it in the front court here to Kingsit. Right hand side to Lee. Back to the baseline to McDonald. Off the window, good for 2. Tanner McDonald now with 4 and a timeout here for head coach Bryce Laxall. 3:37 left to play in regulation. 61-41 on our Bank North scoreboard.
Not everyone can get Secret Service level protection, but with Irie Insurance you can. You see, we've got your back, protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, and so much more. Ensuring you've got the protection you need and all your questions answered faster than you can say classified information. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
On our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing their heritage and their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. Go to dhbanknd.com. That again is dhbanknd.com. Out of town scoreboard as well in the second quarter down at North Sargent. It's Sargent County 18, South Border 16. That game you can find on yourliveevent.com as the Bulldogs, top 5 ranked team in the B division. Bulldogs ranked at number 3 here on the boys' side as they're going up against South Border, who is receiving votes. Northern Cass will handle this one with Landon Mosier. Mosier brings it in the front court. We'll see what Coach Bryce Laxall draws up here as he's got 2 timeouts remaining. The Cardinals, they have 3. Trey Huzar looking for a cutting teammate, finds one here. Going right down the paint is Reichel, right-hand scoop. No, Munson, put back, good for 2. 14 points and 13 rebounds for the junior forward. Cardinals with Kingsit, and then we'll have a foul here with Skank. Skank with his 4th. That'll be the team's 3rd. Cardinals will inbound the basketball. Tanner McDonald gives it back to Kingsit here. Kingsit on for a teammate, finds Worley at the high post. The Cardinals dribble handoff to Amble. Amble at the left wing, back to Kingsit. Kingsit making his way down the paint. Curl hop off the window, good for 2. We've seen Kingsit use that move time and time again, and he uses it to perfection. He gets some room on the curl hop and gets just a better looking shot on top of it. Now has 20. Mosier slips a pass to Reichel. Reichel at the right wing. Munson takes the ball screen. Munson might have got inadvertently hit there, but it leads to 2 points here for Hudson Reichel. Reichel with 2 points, and that might have been just more of a shot across the stern there. Munson can't get it to get back quick enough defensively. Cody Amble gets the 2 points. As this will go to Huzar at the left wing. Huzar at the free throw line, gives it to the baseline. Jumper for Reichel off the iron, no, and a rebound here to Race Worley, his 11th. Other side of the floor, Worley's going to spin it. As he did, you just hope that nothing buckled outside of just maybe a rolled ankle, because those are those sometimes where you see someone come into a transition and you curl hop down and spin, or you worry about that knee, the ACL, the MCL, as Skank and Munson get a couple of nice big rounds of ovations here as Devin Wolf is into the game. Also with him for Northern Cass is Sam Nelson, the 6'2 junior. Left-hand side, Huzar to the baseline here for Northern Cass to Mosier. Mosier, right wing to Devin Wolf. Wolf will rise, block shot coming, and Wolf gets the ball back, and this will go towards the Cardinals here with Tanner McDonald. McDonald at the top of the key to lean, back up top to Kingsit. Kingsit will work with it here as they go to the baseline to Race Worley. Make that check, that Amble. Here goes Kingsit, left wing 3, able to book another one. Kingsit with 23 points. He's got 2 3-pointers and alongside 4 rebounds. A productive night for the senior. But right now for the Cardinals, you have 23 with him, 17 for Worley. That makes up 40 of the 48 here for Langdon area Edmore Munich. As this will go right-hand side to Reichel. Reichel's going to drive and then loses a turnover. Race Worley will handle it the other way. Worley to the tin over Huzar for 2. Worley with 19 points, and the Cardinals are cutting into this deficit. Good finish here for the Cardinals, able to get some points in transition. I'm sure for Cardinal fans and Coach Tanner Groth wondering where was this maybe about 10 minutes ago in game action, but instead showing you they're not going to quit as they get another steal as they work with it with Kingsit. Kingsit can't get it to go. Rebound Worley, but he was out of bounds. As we'll have a substitution. Cardinals will make a wholesale change. Jacob Lowry, the 6'7 junior, will check into the game. Tanner McDonald also will be on the floor, as we mentioned, with Levi Swanson. Reed Scher, the 6'2 junior, will get a run, and Jacob Sanders, the 5'8 junior guard. As all that Northern Cass needs to do now is walk this one up into the front court, and they will improve to 2-1 on the season as they defeated North Border on Saturday 64-44, nearly a same score here today against Langdon area and Edmore Munich. The Cardinals will drop to 2-1 on the year in their next game after Christmas on December the 29th at Larimore for Northern Cass. They improved at 2-1 on the season, back-to-back wins. Their next game against the Tornadoes of Cavalier on Thursday here on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll get to our post-game show. Trey Huzar with 18 points to lead the floor for Northern Cass, while the Cardinals led by the 25 points of Nicholas Kingsit. Back after this with our post-game here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
As we come back now on our post-game report, let's get to our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes Enbridge Energy. And go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Well, Mosier and Trey Huzar are going to be in that category nearly every night, either as 1A or 1B. But tonight, early on, they fed the 6'3 junior forward, Keelan Munson, with 14 points, 13 rebounds. In the first half alone, he had 10 points and 7 boards. Munson's presence on the inside forced a couple of early fouls on Tanner McDonald as well, and he had to go to the bench. And Keelan Munson really impacted the game early. He is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game again with 14 points and 13 rebounds. From there, we get to our Arctic Enterprises Feature Precision Play of the Contest. And for the Jags, 0 first-half turnovers. When you can do that, you're going to find yourself up more times than not. They forced 7 turnovers against the Cardinals in the opening 16 minutes. Taking care of the basketball is always something big, and Bryce Laxdal wanted to see in this game a more physical and aggressive team, and I think he got that for 32 minutes. Maybe not a complete 32, but a good 32 minutes of basketball here tonight for Northern Cass. Again, the 0 turnovers in the first half is our Arctic Enterprises Feature Precision Play the Contest with locations in Hillsboro and Drayton. Contact Arctic Enterprises or visit planterdock.com. That's planterdock.com. RDK Enterprises is here to help you. Final numbers in this one for Northern Cass. They had 6 players in the scoring column, 6 threes in the game, 5 of 11 from the free throw line, 32 rebounds, and 7 turnovers. For the Cardinals here today, 5 players in the scoring column, 11 turnovers, 3 threes, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, with 28 rebounds. Northern Cass led by the 18 points of Trey Huzar, 14 points for Landon Mosier. Huzar had 7 rebounds. Landon Mosier 14 points and 4 boards. From there, 14 points for Keelan Munson. Munson also had 13 rebounds for the junior forward. 8 points for Andrew Skank with a couple of threes in the second half. 9 points for Ryder off the bench. Ryder also had 3 made threes, and then 2 points for Hudson Reichel. Again, Northern Cass in this contest would finish with 18 points for Huzar, Mosier with 14, and Keelan Munson with 14 as well. For Langdon area, Edmore, Munich, 23 points for Nicholas Kingsit. Kingsit 23 points, 4 rebounds, 19 points and 11 boards for Race Worley. 4 points here for Tanner McDonald, 2 points for Cody Amble, and 2 points for Levi Swanson. We'll take a quick break. When we come back after this, we'll hear from Jacob Ryder from Northern Cass. That's coming up on your LiveEvent.com.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies, including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Well, joining us now here for Northern Cass, one of the seniors, a 5'9" senior, and Jacob Ryder with 3 threes here today for the Jags. As again, they improved to 2-1. Jacob, it always has to be nice to get a couple of home wins as he did on Saturday against North Border, here today against the Cardinals. Coach Laxdal said you wanted to see a more aggressive team, knowing that you got the Kindreds and Central Casses coming up of the world.
Yep.
Do you feel like you're pretty aggressive for 32 minutes of basketball here tonight?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, we've just been pushing it on defense. I think our defense has been our strong suit this season. It's always nice to see Trey Hughesar, Keelan Munson in the post. They're working hard, dominating down there. And when they're working hard, they're getting wide open kicks to us guys out in the three-point line. So it's always nice to be able to hit some shots just like that.
Yeah, able to hold the Cardinals to 20 points in the first half of play. And let's talk about Keelan a little bit here. I mean, he had nearly a double-double in the first half. We had him down for 14 points, 13 rebounds. What does that do for this team when you got a big guy on the interior going to work?
He's a dog. Keelan's a dog. I don't really know what else to say about him. He works out at practice. He brings it to games. We always talk. Langdon's a physical team. They're really good. They're big, and Keelan's big too.
And able to play big as Landon Mosier, a fellow senior of yours. He had 8 points in that opening 8 minutes. When Landon gets going, how does that just maybe calm everyone else for this year's club?
Yeah, Landon, he really gets the streak going. He just pushes an offense, gets to the rim, gets some outside shots. He can do it all. And I feel like that just kind of sets the tone for the game. When he comes out hot, we all come out hot.
And you had another game where you hit 3 threes. You had 3 threes on Saturday. You get 3 threes here today. Any particular spot on the floor you don't like to shoot from, Jacob?
Man, I'm not a corner specialist. I like that elbow extended right on the wing there. It's my sweet spot. Shoot the ball, turn around, go back on defense.
Last thing for you, 3 games in. What do you like most about this year's club before you get to a 4th game in the holiday break coming up on Thursday?
We got, 7 hardworking guys, and then we got people on JV ready to step up when they're needed. We got Sam Nelson coming in at the end there working hard. I know last game he came in and just got a few rebounds for us whenever he's needed. So it's always nice to have those starting varsity guys and then 2 bench guys, and then we got JV people ready to come in. So it's always nice to have a backbone for the team.
Awesome. Jacob, happy holidays to you. Best of luck on Thursday against Cavalier.
Thank you.
Jacob Ryder again with 9 points, 3 threes here from Northern Cass. We'll continue on our post-game show after this.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Joining us now, head coach for Northern Cass, that is Bryce Laxdal. And Bryce, we'll go to the pregame show, and you said, you know what, you're going to see a Langdon team that's going to remind you a little bit of what you're going to see later on this season in, Division A, Region 1 with the Kindreds and the Central Casses of the world, how they like to go after loose balls and get rebounds. Well, we had you down for +4 in rebounds to them at 32-28, and it has to be nice when you have, Munson getting a double-double with 13 boards. Trey, was right there with him, almost a double-double in his own right. What did you see most that you enjoyed about your team's play here tonight?
We were just the aggressors for 32 minutes. We saw a loose ball. We went and got it with 2 hands. Every time we shot around the hoop, we waited with a little bit of patience, tee ourselves up to the backboard, finish through people. It was great to see. It was exactly what I was hoping for. I've seen these guys do it all summer. We've improved so much from where we were last year to now. And it's great to see their confidence grow and grow as they start to be able to do the things here in the winter that they were able to do in the summer. So I'm just excited for them to start seeing all their work, pay off and to have some success here. It's just been really fun.
How about Keelan? I mean, he just owned the game early with him and Mosier. I mean, they had 14 first quarter points, but he nearly had a double-double in the first half, for crying out loud, with 10 points and 7 boards. When he can get going or just create the space that he did and got McDonald in foul trouble early, how does that just help this team?
Yeah, we can start turning into a team that's a matchup nightmare for people. Langdon's so good off the dribble. You got to use somebody really good to guard him. And then we get Trey going on the outside. He's a great athlete. And then when Keelan can take anybody down low one-on-one, you're going to have to pick your poison. And then you guys, Hudson Reichel can shoot the ball. Jacob Ryder come in and knock down shots. You start seeing that whole team. We get more confident in how dangerous we can be. It's just really fun to see that develop and these guys get more confidence.
Well, let's talk about Ryder here. 3 threes on Saturday, 3 threes here today as well. That's a big weapon off the bench, Bryce, when you can have someone on any team that can come out and get 3 to 4 threes and can be, and I mean this in a good way, a streaky shooter, because if he hits the first, that next one is going to be leaving his hand really quickly. So what does a Jacob Ryder off the bench as a senior coming off the bench just help this team even more?
Yeah, you got to be a hero of your role. He loves that role. He thrives in that role. The crowd loves that role. Every time he comes in, everybody's get their hands ready for it to go up because they know it's going up as soon as he touches it, and that's his role. He's a star in his role. He loves that role. He loves taking charges on the defensive end. He's just an energizer, and he brings us energy when we need it. And he just can't say enough good things about him. Always accepted that role, like you said, as a senior.
One more game against Cavalier coming up on Thursday. You're kind of going through the new Division B District 3 here in 3 straight games. Then you got Stanley and Edrose coming up before you get to the first of the year. Bryce, as always, thanks so much for your time. Congratulations on the win and best of luck on Thursday night.
Thanks, Chase. Appreciate it.
Bryce Laxdal, head coach for Northern Cass, will put a bow on this one when we return.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 109 Main Street in Hunter.
Again, your final here tonight from Northern Cass. The Jags pick up the 65-50 win to improve to 2-1 on the season. The Cardinals, again, drop to 2-1. The Cardinals led by the 23 with a game high of Kingsit. While for Northern Cass, they had 3 players in double digits, 18 with Trey Huzar, 14 with Landon Mosier, and 14 in a double-double with Keelan Munson here with 14 points and 13 rebounds. Next Northern Cass broadcast will be on Thursday. The girls at Kindred and the boys hosting Cavalier. We'll have both of those for you on yourliveevent.com, and then we'll have the girls game against Four Winds Minnewacan on Friday as well. On behalf of Tanner Groth, join us in the pregame show. Bryce Laxdal on the pre and post, and also the senior and Jacob Ryder joined us on the postgame show. I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for joining us for high school athletics here tonight from Northern Cass. The Jags with their second consecutive victory.